All right. Now, the U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris has welcomed Nigeria's Vice President Yemi Osinbajo to the White House for a meeting to reaffirm Nigeria's relationship with the United States. The meeting was also to fulfill the agenda of regional and global challenges in West Africa.
Well, Mr. Vice President, welcome. It is my honor to receive you and to talk with you today about many important matters that face Nigeria and the United States in our partnership and what we are committed to doing together. There is a strong relationship between the United States and Nigeria. As I was explaining to the Vice President, there are hundreds of thousands of Nigerian Americans and Nigerians here in the United States, and so many who have made significant contributions to the United States. When we look at the issue of the climate crisis, Mr. Vice President, you have been an extraordinary leader on this issue, and I know this is something that you feel very strongly about, and you've been very adamant about the role Nigeria can play in addressing this crisis that faces us all. Today we will also discuss the urgent issue that affects the continent of Africa and the world, which is the issue of food insecurity. As you know, the United States has committed $7 billion in food security and humanitarian assistance to African countries over the past year alone. Nigeria has also been an important partner in upholding the international rules-based order, whether it is tackling the democratic backsliding that we've been seeing in West Africa or standing up for Ukraine at the United Nations. The United States remains committed to supporting free and fair elections in Nigeria next February, elections which we have confidence will be peaceful and reflect the will of the people. Africa's leadership is key to confronting all of the global challenges we face. And to that end, Nigeria is key. So we look forward to strengthening our partnership. I bring you greetings from President Joe Biden. I was just with him, and he and I remain committed to strengthening our relationship with Nigeria and with Africa as a continent as a whole.
My visit is an opportunity to reaffirm the close ties that exist between our countries. The United States has been a long-standing partner and friend of Nigeria, and even as long ago as independence, the United States has been a very firm supporter of all of our aspirations, especially our economic and social development ambitions. The United States has always been with us. We also must appreciate the firm support that we've received from the U.S., especially in our fight against terrorism within our borders and in the Sahel. And, of course, the very timely donation of vaccines, 4 million vaccines, as we battled the COVID-19 pandemic. And that, of course, is extremely useful. I must also congratulate you, of course, on the Inflation Reduction Act. And I think in particular it's historic, especially for those of us who are paying attention to all the issues on climate change. The climate change component is really ambitious, and we think that it shows U.S. leadership in the area of climate change, and we're all excited to queue up behind the U.S. and see that we get many of these objectives on the way. We look forward to, in the coming years and months, to even greater collaboration and stronger ties between our countries to create a fairer, more prosperous, and perhaps a greener, also freer nation and nations and the world. Thank you very much again for hosting me, and this is a great honor indeed. Thank you.
They touched on key issues in regards to diplomacy.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, a very good move to reaffirm and, of course, consolidate better, hopefully, U.S.-Nigeria relations. And of course, there's probably going to be a lot to talk about and unpack, but hopefully it's not just a talk shop.
Yeah, hopefully no, but the U.S. has actually been a strong ally of Nigeria. Nigeria has also been a strong ally of the U.S. over the years.
On both sides.
Yes, so it's very, very instrumental understanding the grounds and the gains that China is actually having on the continent of Africa. I'm sure the U.S. will always still be glad that Nigeria is still on the side of the U.S. in terms of what is happening, trade partnerships, probably sharing their or having a shared interest.
Right.
Like they said, what has actually happened in terms of when it's during the COVID-19 period, what the U.S. did for Nigeria will remain instrumental going forward. And certainly, if we still have shared values, like you mentioned, in terms of climate change, looking up to the U.S. and the U.S. also
security,
still very
humanitarian causes.
in terms of terrorism also, what the U.S. has contributed to Nigeria. And also they have said that they are also keen in helping Nigeria make that transition again, or probably make that leap forward in democracy come February of next year. So you look at this, it's very good for Nigeria. It's very good for Nigeria. The U.S. has always been an ally, a reliable ally of Nigeria. And if the strengths and if the bonds are
further tightened.
Yeah, further tightened, it's just for our betterment, if you'd ask me.
Absolutely. No doubt about that.